Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Bizcoon, and today we're going to be reacting to a YouTuber who I've never seen or heard of before until literally just today. And that is JAMARI. Now, as I said, I've never heard of this channel or seen any of their videos, so this is my first time watching any of their videos. The only reason that we're watching this, as you can clearly see by what we have going on here, I mean, sorry about that, is Logan Paul's Bad Karma is finally here. Now, for those that don't know, Logan Paul is an alleged crypto scammer who is most infamous for filming a dead guy in Japan's so-called suicide forest. And yes, I am going to say suicide. I'm not gonna make money off of this video, so what difference does it make? And not only that, but he's been suing another content creator named CoffeeZilla over... Basically what had happened is that Logan Paul got into contact with CoffeeZilla trying to settle some dispute, or I don't actually remember the full context, but Logan Paul made a video thanking CoffeeZilla for helping him out. But then CoffeeZilla made a video about how Logan Paul's quote-unquote redemption arc was very disingenuous. I had the word in my head and then I forgot it. And so Logan Paul ended up filing a lawsuit against CoffeeZilla for saying that his redemption arc wasn't real. To which I think he's still dealing with the lawsuit right now. And Logan Paul has also had collaborated with this guy, KSI, as well as Mr. Beast, in order to promote Prime and the Lunchables knockoff Lunchly, which a lot of people have made videos about literally last year. I'm not going to talk too much about that, other than, as you can see, he's promoting the sports drink that Prime, right? It's supposed to be a hydration drink for like sports and stuff that gets marketed towards children, including caffeinated versions that children shouldn't really be drinking. There was a whole South Park special about this. Well, half of the special was about it. The other half was about OnlyFans, and then Randy Marsh decided to combine Prime, or rather Cred, with OnlyFans, knowing damn well that kids are into Cred. But before we get started, make sure you guys go check out JAMARI's channel and check out the original video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and see what Logan Paul has been up to.
It's been 3 years since Logan Paul and KSI launched their hydration beverage Prime, and despite their lightning in a bottle start, the last 2 years have been filled with controversy after controversy.
Yep, pretty much what happened ever since then. It's like right here, review for energy drink contains 6 times the caffeine as a can of Coke, which obviously, given that it's marketed towards children, is not a very good thing, for them at least. And apparently Prime in general hadn't been really doing too good. And it is speculated that one of the reasons why Lunchly has bottles of Prime within it is just so they could move more product. Which, so far, at least, it's been a while since I've kept up with what's going on here, but it's obviously not doing that great.
From alleged forever chemicals in their products, to countless lawsuits.
All the lawsuits, yeah, pretty much.
Beef with the most famous soccer player on the planet.
Oh, I forgot, yeah, that guy has his own little, little sports drink of his own. Messi, I think his name is. He's a very famous soccer player. I don't really keep up with that. Oh, and yes, I remember, watching some videos about how there are, like, entire cases of Prime sitting on the shelves at discount prices. Now, I haven't really noticed it myself per se. I mean, I've noticed Prime in some of the places that I've shopped at, but yeah, you'll have entire inventories like this that are just on sale because they can't move anything. The same thing also applied with Mr. Beast bars, right? The chocolate bars that he made. So obviously Prime is just not selling very well.
Currently an extreme downfall of Prime sales all over the world. Now the future of the once extremely overhyped drink is in question, and what was once viewed as the next billion-dollar company to be acquired by the likes of Coca-Cola or Pepsi has now diminished to the clearance rack at your local Walmarts. So what exactly went wrong with Prime?
This image pretty much encapsulates everything that's wrong with this whole situation.
And will they ever be able to climb their way out of the hellish inferno they have entered in the last?
Of course they have an iShow Speed flavor. How did you get Moonrise Mellow? Do you have any idea how rare this flavor is?
365 days.
Apologies for the air conditioner coming on.
Let's take a deeper look. So when Prime first came out, its hype train was driven directly by Logan Paul and KSI.
When were they bald?
Oh, bro, when you drink it, you're gonna come, bro.
What? I've never heard this before. I've been keeping up with the Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, KSI nonsense for a while now. I haven't heard him say that. No, he likes the tip of it and he puts it in his throat, as they say.
Whoa. That's how good it is, bro.
Yeah, that's what they say about Lunchly. No, I remember watching that clip of them trying to eat the Lunchables nachos. They took one bite and then they spit it out, and then they took Lunchly, which is almost the exact same thing, and they are treating it like it's orgasmic, even though it's the same processed stuff that doesn't even give kids enough of the nutrition that they need throughout the day. So it's like, freaking Logan Paul likes his cheese drippy, as he says. And he also gone on record saying he likes his cheese moldy because of the poor quality control of like this packaging seals being breached, allowing mold to infest the cheese. So yeah, that was a big deal back then.
Instant ejaculation.
And it is.
And you know damn well where it's being. It's running down his esophagus as we speak.
It's been made clear in the years following that this brand is everything to them, especially Logan Paul, who has stated on multiple occasions that his overall goal in life is to become a billionaire.
When do you guys just say fuck it?
The honest answer? When we both hit that B.
I'm out this bitch when I hit that B.
I'm out.
And how's that been working out for you? You're caught up in a lawsuit. Your reputation was already damaged by the suicide forest. You ran an alleged crypto scam called Crypto Zoo, which you praised CoffeeZilla for, I don't remember the whole context, but I think he helped him out. And now he's suing CoffeeZilla for thinking that Logan's redemption arc was disingenuous.
And you're gonna see it unhinged, unfiltered.
Yo, I can't wait, Jake.
Oh, I can't wait for your true downfall. No, it's gonna be glorious for all the people that saw this coming from a mile away.
In his head, Logan saw Prime as the fastest way to get there. Basically, the plan.
This just popped into my head, literally just now as I'm recording this. Allegedly, Logan, on one of his podcasts or some podcast somewhere, he had a bottle of what looked like Prime, but then it may have turned out to be water, implying that he doesn't actually like the drink and that he would much rather drink water. Which, in many ways, you're better off just drinking regular water than something like this. I mean, the way that hydration drinks work is that they're full of electrolytes, and electrolyte is just a fancy word for different types of salt. And there's more than just sodium chloride. There's literally any form of salt that also includes like magnesium and potassium, elements like that are included in different types of salt. You could get the same effect with a regular bottle of water, some lemon juice, something like that. I don't know the exact science behind it, but I do know that that's what electrolytes are.
and was to build Prime up as a worthy competitor to the likes of Gatorade, Powerade, and Body Armor, hoping to achieve enough market share in the
Now, adding on to what I said before, I do drink Gatorades, the zero sugar Gatorades before I go to work out, but I don't know. I don't want anyone to, I don't know, sorry.
category to get acquired by one of the big boys.
Inshallah, things go the right way. We're headed
Don't take the Lord's name, don't take one of the Lord's many names in vain, bitch.
one direction, and that direction is to become the legacy brand that will be taking a massive chunk of the market.
Which would obviously leave both Logan and KSI, who are said to have large shares in this company, with hundreds of millions to billions of dollars in their exit from Prime.
Dude, when you try to disrupt well-established industries that have big heads already at the table, they don't want you to sit at that table, because that means you're taking money out of their pocket.
For
Well, I don't think Gatorade, Powerade, and Body Armor are really going anywhere, so I don't think you have anything to worry about.
that to happen, Logan, who is rumored to own 20% of the company, would need a $5 billion acquisition to occur. We all know that Logan will stop at nothing to promote this product, being seen absolutely everywhere with.
Which reminds me, he even promoted Prime on the day of his baby's birth. I think it's his daughter that was born, and he was shilling Prime all the while that was happening. It doesn't get any more disingenuous than that.
It, and even using the hype of his wife's pregnancy to
Yes, this is what I was talking about. Advertising while his wife is pregnant with their baby, and was even shilling it after the birth.
directly promote it alongside his at the time new product Lunchly, which also coincidentally
The way he's just callously putting all that junk on her pregnant stomach. No, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to her, and it's disrespectful to the baby.
features a Prime beverage.
And of course, we have our snacks and our energy drink.
This scene right here, having Prime and Lunchly in the background after giving birth. No, this is absurd.
None other than the greatest meals in the world. Lunchly, of course, we have the turkey, cheese, and cracker stack. Also the Fiesta Nachos, my personal favorite.
Love.
But honestly,
No. I mean, I haven't had Lunchables in years, and I do admit I do like the pizza ones. I'd never put sauce on them because I don't really like tomato sauce very much. In fact, there will be times where if I were to try to swallow a large amount of tomato sauce or marinara sauce, I would literally gag because I can't stand that much. Whenever I make pizzas for myself, I always put very light amount of sauce. That's just me.
it seems like no amount of promotion or collaboration in the current day is going to save Prime at this point. Like if the company were a rocket, it would be nosediving straight into the ground on a free fall. Like I'm
The rocket barely even launched. It was really just a school project.
saying, Prime is going backwards faster than Megamind's hairline.
Okay.
Going in. Megamind. All right. Your forehead grew larger. Bro, are these forehead jokes just going to be me for the rest of my life?
Probably, yeah.
Now, to truly understand the fall of Prime, you have to understand the decline in its popularity across the pond over in the UK.
Of course. Only in the land of the British. She wanted to buy her daughter bottles of water, but she bought her daughter bottles of Prime instead.
Where the sports drink has reportedly lost 90% of their profit year over year,
Damn.
going from £3 million to a measly 300,000
Good lord.
pounds. Now, I will note that this number can be really deceptive when gauging a company and its overall health,
Yeah, I don't know nothing about finances in this context.
because obviously expenses can vary from year to year. But the revenue, on the other hand, is where Prime should be absolutely horrified. We already knew that last year the sales in America were down by over 50% in the first half of 2024, but now it has been revealed that their revenue in the UK is down 70% from 2023 to 2024. To be exact, they're down from 112.2.
Damn, that's quite. My avatar's in the way. It went from 112.2 million to 32.8 million. That's a lot. I mean, we as humans are not really equipped to handle large numbers like that. Like, I remember someone mentioning in a post somewhere that like 1 million seconds is like a few days, but 1 billion seconds is several years, but I don't think that can really apply in this case.
Million pounds to 32.8 million pounds. This actually makes it one of the steepest falling, fast-moving consumer goods in the entire food and beverage industry. Now, to save face, representatives from Prime claim that this was a natural occurring phenomena and that this was expected after the initial hype bubble, but there's actually a lawsuit going on right now that makes me think that they previously thought differently than that.
Oh, I actually remembered that there was some company that is suing Logan Paul and the Prime company for not fulfilling certain demands and requirements.
But obviously, from the outside looking in, this does not bode over well for potential investors or other competitors who are potentially interested in purchasing the company.
Today, I'd like to pitch you Prime Hydration.
Okay.
Prime Hydration was developed to...
You couldn't even get it on the first take.
Because
Yeah, if I was an investor and he did that, I would be like, we'll just stick to Gatorade.
when their threat of eating into your business starts going away, why would they want to catch that fallen knife when they can simply continue on with their already existing brands in their portfolios while Prime kills themselves quarter by quarter?
Like, why can't this be the next Gatorade? Like literally, Gatorade is so fucking archaic, and our
Gatorade is so archaic. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty old company, but people are still drinking it.
thesis was to create a better for you hydration beverage. We did it. We were right. People bought it. They like it. They agree with us. Like there's no reason you should be drinking 150 plus calorie drink with 27 grams of sugar in it if you want to hydrate. That's insane.
Ooh, smells a bit high.
What is that flavour you got there?
Tropical punch, it says.
Oh, Jesus.
Loosely. You've just come from the Maldives. How tropical
it's
is
like
that?
swallowing perfume.
Well, I don't know who these guys are, but they seem to have good taste. Granted, I've never had Prime. I've had Powerade, Gatorade, and Body Armor. I've never had Prime. I don't really have any motivation to. I'll just... As long as it helps me with my workout, it doesn't really matter that much.
What is that?
When you compare their rise and eventual decline to a drink like Body Armor, which was purchased by Coca-Cola, you can really see why Prime is not attractive to these companies in its current state. Body Armor spent 7 years growing more and more every single year before Coca-Cola purchased 15% of their company in 2018. Basically, when this happens, the acquiring company has looked through the numbers, and they agreed to pour gasoline on their fire through their experience, industry connections, and of course access to proprietary resources.
You know, it's kind of ironic considering that Coca-Cola, one of the leading causes of obesity in this country, is also the one that happens to own something that's supposed to be for exercise. I mean, part of me thinks that they might have tried to do something like that before, but I might be misremembering.
Especially in this industry, the bottling manufacturer they own that gives Coke brands an insane competitive advantage.
Well, this is a big opportunity for Body Armor because they're now going to...
Was really Kobe Bryant came up with Body Armor? This is the first time I've heard of this.
be within the Coca-Cola bottling system. It's a 1-2 punch from Coke.
After this partnership, they really lit the world on fire, with 180% overall growth in their sales from 2018 to 2019. And by 2021, that number had doubled yet again, and that is when Coca-Cola purchased the remaining 85% of the company for the full buyout. Meaning almost every year since their inception, Body Armor grew by at least 50%, and in some cases over 150% before they were completely acquired.
You know, to buy.
Well, people will complain about others being sellouts or being bought out, like when a huge corporation takes over a mom and pop shop. But if that's what your mom and pop shop is trying to do, if it's trying to actively get bought out by someone bigger so that you can make that money, well, that's your choice, right? If the people running Body Armor, I don't know if they wanted to get bought out by Coca-Cola or if it was just something that they've had in the works for a long time, but you know, sometimes you gotta respect the hustle.
I am minority interest, put them in the put it in the bottling system.
Okay, so he did. Okay, so this is one of the co-founders.
Kind of like a test to see what we can do with these bottles.
No, the fact that Kobe Bryant was one of the guys who came up with it, I never heard that before. This is my first time learning of that.
And the rest is history. Since we've been in the system, we've gone from 200 million to 450 million to 700 million, and this year will be 1.1 billion in revenue. And the Coca-Cola bottlers have done an amazing job getting this brand to the next level.
And obviously, when you are scaling up with more and more product being sold, you start getting things done at cheaper prices per unit because you are purchasing massive quantities from your manufacturers. And this is where Prime is really screwed.
Oh, so it has to do with the manufacturing and processing rather than the actual drinks themselves. Is this where the lawsuit is coming from? Is it the... I remember learning about this lawsuit that was filed against Logan Paul and Prime for not meeting certain demands and returns on investment. I think this is what it's talking. I think this is what the video was talking about. I think it was like the manufacturers of like bottles and stuff that aren't getting the return on investment.
And some of you may remember they are even facing a $67 million lawsuit.
Oh, this one. Is this it? No, I remember this lawsuit. I remember this being a thing.
Lawsuit from Refresco Bottling Company because they allegedly backed out of a deal due to what I saw as fears that they would not be able to fill the quotas of this manufacturing.
Yes, this was it. I think this was the lawsuit that I've been thinking of.
Contract, meaning Prime no longer felt that they could sell enough product to justify the agreed upon number that would be manufactured when sales were still high. And in that case, they would owe the manufacturer tons of money for these unfulfilled orders they allegedly agreed to. You know, it's like Prime wanted to grow to appear attractive to the investors and to try and eat up this market share, and they thought the hype would not only continue but get larger, and it really bit them in the ass.
Keep it, bro. It's as if
But they acknowledge that Prime is a hype-based product because he likes to suck on the tip of it. He likes it in his throat.
Because was it Supreme? People want
That's what it feels like. It feels like a hype-based product.
Bro, people don't want to throw it in the bin.
And if we're to scale out even farther, where Prime really screwed up is having a lack of direction for their brand. And
yeah, it's literally built off of the hype. I mean, it's literally how fads and memes come and go. You'll have the initial, like, reception where you'll have people... someone posts a meme, and then that meme goes super viral, and then over time people just kind of forget about it. But... and this is literally not that much different.
Never making it stand alone from these two clowns. Obviously, off the bat, it was driven by the pair, and the marketing that this was a limited supply product that everyone needed to try, even creating some sort of underground black market in the UK for kids.
This was literally talked about in that South Park special with, Nathan, right? He had a little underground Prime cred market going on. He wanted to sell Clyde some empty cred bottle and have them fill it with water or apple juice, to which Clyde ended up getting caught. And it was a big deal for the so-called cred affinity group run by Cartman and Butters and stuff. And then Randy Marsh tried to buy some cred off of Nathan as well, offering flavors like Peppa Pig Peppermint and I'm a Big Boy Blue so that he could use it on his OnlyFans videos.
Local families we talked to said the craze sparked a secondhand market in some schools, with students reselling single bottles for a profit.
Yep, literally. South Park, no, I can't wait for the new season.
Maybe young children might feel like, because it's colourful, you know, it's bright, they might think, oh yeah, that looks so cool. I just
Coco Melon in a nutshell.
think it's because famous people are like,
yeah, the influencers.
yeah, like influencing it.
My influencer told me to go out and buy cred.
And like everyone believes them.
But at this point, they have oversaturated the market with countless products and flavors, and pretty much everyone who wanted to try the
this guy
drink has already done so. It has also been noted recently that people who do buy Prime on a regular basis are buying less of it on average than before, meaning even their established
even the regulars aren't even buying as much.
returning customers are getting fatigued or aging out of their product. I mean, honestly, guys, when have you ever
that face says it all.
seen an adult drinking Prime since it came out? Like, the only time I see the drink in general is in massive quantities piled up on some sort of clearance section in my local grocery store, which obviously kills the consumer's perception of the brands. It is the simple psychology of supply and demand. Like,
yep. Well, I demand that you supply me with some ice cream before I knock your teeth out.
You're seeing them all out there like, oh, no one's buying that shit. They really just failed to make it clear whether this drink was for an athlete at a game, or a child at their school lunch, or something healthier an adult can drink.
So let's get to the formula again and kind of round this out. So we have, again, the basis of the whole thing is essentially that this is not an actual electrolyte formula, rather it is a potassium drink with sucralose. That is what it is. Like, that's the purpose of Prime. It is something that you can drink on a daily basis as a enjoyable drink. That is what it is. It's not a actual performance-based, athlete-focused electrolyte blend. It is something.
Well, I don't know who this is. If he's a nutritionist, then I'm inclined to want to believe him.
That you could sip on in class, walking around, whatever, that is nearly void of calories that tastes good.
The entire company thought that they could build themselves up on celebrity endorsement and shady marketing. Like I said, never really making an effort to try and make this product stand alone from these two clowns. And to me, a good company never needs to put down a competitor to prop themselves up. But that is all that Logan Paul and even Mr. Beast, who has tried his hand in similar food and beverage markets, want to do.
Alright, we'll start off with the Lunchables.
Oh, this is what I was talking about earlier, where they ate a little bit of Lunchables, they spit it out, and so they ate some Lunchly and were like, oh yes, Lunchly, so good. And then Brian Griffin will be having what he's having.
Bro, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, no, I forgot how absurd that this clip was.
That's trash. All right, now we're trying lunch. We're not buying it.
Yes, you are. Shut up, you little bitch. You're as biased as can possibly be. The Three Stooges of the internet, right here. All three of them.
But ours is way better.
The hydration beverages that are on the market right now are like either A, not good for you, B, taste like shit, or C, are archaic as fuck. Gatorade.
The 2 out of 3 describes your shit, bitch.
It's been around for 15 years. Has 120 calories. It's so high in sugar. It's fucking garbage.
Yeah, man.
Why has no one effectively made a drink that is actually better for you, and is affordable, and tastes good?
Well, I'm sure they exist, but sometimes people don't want sweet. Artificial sweeteners aren't really all that much better for you than sugar. In some ways they're worse, in other ways they're better, but it really just depends. Like, I always get the zero sugar stuff because I don't really need the extra sugar. Well, there's actually a story behind that, but I don't really want to get into it right now. Okay.
What?
What? That's a good question because I don't know what's going on.
Yo, the UK shows up. Holy shit.
Like compared to, you know, all our competitors, we're just destroying them.
By
Destroying. Well, from my point of view, it looks like you guys are the ones that are being destroyed.
By doing the wackiest shit. Though.
Yeah, like
we got in prime mascot costumes and shadow box.
Bro, you know,
in
when
the
you ever
UFC
gonna
ring.
see what Gatorade do that or Powerade or these other competitors?
To me, it's just a very tacky way to market and attempt to make your product look superior. And to make matters even worse, over the years, various health professionals picked apart their claims of being the superior, healthier sports beverage.
If a parent came into my doctor's office, I would not recommend that their child drink this for lunch.
How dare you say that about Prime? Prime is the greatest drink that has ever existed. And do you know why? Because it's from the pen to the king to the thing to the ring.
Oh my god, I'm about to get so much hydration. No, this is garbage. I'm gonna tell you exactly why Prime doesn't rehydrate you. It is not optimal for hydration.
Liquid IV with 11 grams of sugar compared to Prime's 2 grams. Liquid IV has 870 milligrams of electrolytes, and the Prime stick has 871 milligrams of electrolytes.
As if that makes that much of a difference.
And now it's intentional. Look, we're this much better by 1 milligram.
By one, yeah, I was like, I wasn't paying that much attention to the numbers, but yeah, it's like not a single difference.
This is not the same stratification of electrolytes. So when he lumps them together as if it is an electrolyte is an electrolyte, it's like, do you know the composition of sweat that even comes out of your fucking face when you're exercising, bro? I don't think so. I think you think that this is all the same. And for you to go at Liquid IV, ready to like chop their head off when you don't even know what the difference is and why it would be useful to maybe have some sodium in there, is actually kind of laughable, to be honest.
Apologies for my avatar being in the way.
At the end of the day, I really do think that Prime just bit off more than they can chew. They obviously cut a lot of corners, expanded way too far, and really lack the experience to make their ascension a smooth rise. Now things are looking more bleak for this company than ever. They're obviously still facing a couple of massive lawsuits, and it's my estimate.
Yep. He's getting sued. He's suing CoffeeZilla. He's got all sorts of bullshit behind him that the fact that I don't know. The Nuxanor needs to make another Logan Paul needs to make a Logan Paul is any % fucked video.
That the long-awaited buyout is never coming for this company. But either way, I want to know what you guys think down below. Have you ever tried Prime? Are you a frequent consumer of their products? Do you know anyone who's still on that Prime kick who's older than the age of like 12? Y'all let me know down below. Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But
of course, yeah, that was a good video. But yeah, yeah, regarding the whole thing, it's been a while since I've kept up with it because I haven't really seen any videos about it, but I really wanted to react to this because I want to diversify the type of things that I react to. I don't want it to be too repetitive, seeing as YouTube has been clamping down on quote-unquote repetitive content, which I actually made a video about if you want to check it out. Although my most recent Shoe on Head video did get over 1,000 views, shameless plug, but thank you guys for watching this reaction. Make sure you guys have checked out the original video and check out his channel, and then you can come back here, leave a like, share the video, comment, subscribe, and all of that. And I will see you guys in the next video.